Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. In this explainer, we're going to do something truly fascinating. We are about to decode the comprehensive professional identity, the complete brand ecosystem, and honestly, the remarkable life's work of Erin Porche. Whether you're an executive assistant, a strategic partner, a prospective client, or an investor, this is designed to serve as your foundational executive briefing. Because, you see, we aren't just looking at a resume today, we're unpacking the mind and the mechanics of a true systems builder. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with her journey to global architect, move into a mission of transformation, and explore her expertise across complex systems. Then we'll break down the complete brand ecosystem, look at her frameworks, IP, and impact, and finally wrap up with securing your strategic future. Section 1. Journey to Global Architect. To really understand who Erin Porche is today, we have to look back at the crucible of experiences that fundamentally shaped her resilience, her leadership, and her purpose. Erin's story starts with her deep roots in Louisiana. Back in 2005, the absolute devastation of Hurricanes Katrina and Rita served as this major life-altering catalyst. She didn't just stand by and witness the disaster. She stepped right into the chaos of operational recovery. From 2005 up to 2019, she served in the federal government, really honing her skills in the intense world of emergency management. But here's the interesting part. Parallel to that, in 2009, she founded Global Works Consulting Group. Why? To help small businesses navigate the notoriously complex world of government contracting. Fast forward to the 2020s, and she's expanded her reach massively into international consulting, acting as a crucial bridge between the US, the diaspora, and the incredibly fast-growing markets in Ghana. Let's look a little closer at that public service background, because she wasn't just a participant. She was coordinating massive, high-stakes operations. At the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, she supported the Special Events Working Group. That's an interagency network of over 50 federal departments. At FEMA, she was literally developing strategic and operational recovery plans for massive disasters like Katrina, Ike, and Harvey. For Health and Human Services, she was rapidly assessing needs for vulnerable populations during Hurricane Irma. And even at the local level, she managed the My Brother's Keeper initiative in Baton Rouge, coordinating over 175 different stakeholders. This extensive background in interagency coordination, that is what laid the vital groundwork for her seamless transition into global entrepreneurship. Section 2. A mission of transformation. So what is the actual driving force behind this incredible resume? Let's talk about the core philosophy and the overarching mission that drives every single facet of her work. My work sits at the intersection of altar and boardroom. Wow, that quote captures her unique framing so perfectly. Erin is a deeply faith-driven leader, and she recognizes something crucial. True organizational transformation requires both healing-centered leadership and hard-hitting executive strategy. She's not just out there building spreadsheets. She is building up the people who run those systems. It's all about bridging that gap between wellness and wealth. And because of that unique altar-to-boardroom approach, clients bring her some of their absolute most complex recurring challenges. We're talking about leaders, governments, and nonprofits coming to Erin for help with securing major government contracts, executing complete top-to-bottom organizational transformations, or navigating a successful Africa market entry and ensuring legacy continuity. How does she solve these? By building sustainable organizations that actively connect wisdom, wealth, and global opportunity. Section 3. Expertise across complex systems. Now, it's one thing to have a fantastic philosophy, but let's dive into the hard metrics here to really establish her undeniable executive credibility. Over $4.5 billion. That is just staggering. Through her strategic advisory and proposal management expertise, Erin has helped secure over $4.5 billion in contracts across sectors like IT, healthcare, housing, agriculture, and education. She knows exactly how to position businesses to win massive funding and, more importantly, how to operationalize those wins once they happen. But actually, what's really interesting here is the context behind those billions. It comes down to this number, a massive 75% win rate in federal procurement. If you know anything about the highly competitive world of government contracting, you know a 75% win rate is absolutely extraordinary. It's a testament to her unmatched strategic capability and her deep, deep understanding of what it actually takes to build a compliant, compelling, and winning proposal. When you look at her selected experience spanning DHS, FEMA, HHS, and Global Works Consulting, it becomes super clear that her expertise isn't just a series of separate disjointed careers. It's like a giant cohesive web of experience. Whether she's operating in government, healthcare, technology, or international development, she brings the exact same core competencies to the table: strategic planning, multi-stakeholder coordination, and rigorous implementation oversight. She literally takes the strict discipline required for U.S. government operations and applies it directly to the agility of global entrepreneurship. Section 4. The complete brand ecosystem. With all that varied experience, you might be wondering, how does she organize her current work? Well, her business ecosystem is masterfully architected so that each entity complements the others without ever competing. Let's break this down. At the top, you have the overarching public brand, Erin Porche, the executive advisor and strategist. Then for the heavy-lifting corporate advisory, government contracting, and international expansion side of things, there's Global Works Consulting Group. For personal transformation, wellness, and thought leadership, she operates as Lady Erin Love. To give back and empower communities, she founded the nonprofit Global Works Cares. And finally, to bridge global opportunities with incredible African talent, she established the Radically Rich Innovation Hub over in Ghana. It's brilliant, really. She solves specific client challenges progressively through these 5 distinct yet entirely unified platforms. And these brand identities beautifully demonstrate the seamless bridge between her personal thought leadership as a catalyst and her heavy-lifting corporate consulting firm. They might look different, and sure, they serve different immediate needs, but make no mistake, they are driven by the exact same engine of excellence and transformation. Section 5. Frameworks, IP, and impact. To fuel an ecosystem that large, you absolutely need documented, repeatable processes. Let's look at the intellectual property, the books, and the signature methodologies that synthesize her life's work. Systems trump goals. Without a process, a goal becomes a wish. Motivation is fickle, systems are faithful. This is such a profound insight from her book, Radically Rich Rhythms and Routines. And you guys, the backstory here is literally life and death. On January 1, 2025, Erin woke up in a hospital bed fighting for her life due to a severe malaria misdiagnosis. As her body was failing, the systems she had built for her life and business were what had to carry her. She realized firsthand that goals don't hold you up when you're overwhelmed, systems do. This just proves how much she values practical implementation and resilient routines over just mere ambition. Let's move to and see how this builds into her broader work. Her signature repertory justice implementation framework is honestly a masterclass in turning high-level, complex visions into measurable outcomes. She breaks massive global initiatives down into 5 highly actionable steps: establishing governance, ensuring multi-stakeholder coordination, executing implementation roadmaps, enforcing measurement, and finally, integrating healing and economic empowerment. This isn't just nice-sounding theory. This is the literal blueprint of how she operationalizes change globally. Which brings us to her love mark. You'll often see this logo as a representation of her holistic approach. It symbolizes her core belief that releasing waste, whether that's in your body, your business, or your belief systems, is what creates the necessary flow for wisdom and wealth. It's this powerful visual reminder that wellness actually funds wealth, proving she is a truly faith-driven systems builder who cares just as much about the human element as she does the bottom line. Section 6. Securing your strategic future. As we wrap up this executive briefing, you might be sitting there wondering how to synthesize all of this information into one core takeaway for your own future collaborations. Well, if there's literally just one thing you remember about her professional identity today, let it be this. Erin Porche is the ultimate global implementation architect. She isn't just an advisor who's going to hand you a glossy report and then walk away. No, she is an architect who builds empires. She translates intense complexity into clear structure, aligns senior stakeholders, and helps organizations establish the exact systems required to scale across the US, Africa, and way beyond. Which leaves us with this final, thought-provoking question for you. Now that you understand the sheer breadth and depth of her expertise, how will you leverage her global systems from the boardroom to the diaspora to build your own sustainable legacy? Whether you're looking to enter the market in Ghana, win massive federal contracts, or undergo a complete organizational transformation, Erin Porche has the blueprint. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and we will catch you next time.